Hello and welcome to another video of Can Indian channel feature. This video is a part of series of the MBA 101 Introduction to Marketing course. Topic for this video is product lifecycle. We're going to use Research in Motion's BlackBerry as an example to better understand this theory of how BlackBerry, who was once a market leader in smartphones, lost its market share to Samsung and Apple. At the time of making this video, Apple just launched the iPhone 8 and iPhone 10, and it seems like Apple has lost its touch on innovation and will meet the similar fate as BlackBerry unless they resurrect Steve Jobs. Without digressing off the topic, let's dive straight onto the video. A new product progresses through a sequence of stages from introduction to growth, maturity, and decline. This sequence is known as the product life cycle and is associated with changes in marketing situation, thus impacting the marketing strategy and the marketing mix. The product revenue and profits can be plotted as a function of the life cycle stages as shown in the graph. The x-axis represents the time and the y-axis represents money or product sales. There are 4 stages in the product life cycle. Stage 1, introduction. Stage 2, growth. Stage 3, maturity. Stage 4, decline. Let's look at each in detail with the application of BlackBerry's example to better understand the process. Stage number 1, market introduction. Product branding and quality will be determined at this step. Any intellectual property protection is obtained. Pricing may be either low to gain market share or high to quickly recoup development costs. Distribution is selective, pending market acceptance of the product. Please watch my other video on psychological aspect of price, where market penetration is further explained. Marketing is targeted at innovators and early adopters to try and encourage rapid awareness building for this product. At this point of market introduction, cost will be highest. This is because economies of scale are yet to be realized and there are few, if any, sales to drive the cost down. Sales volume will be relatively slow to begin with. Market adoption takes time to achieve. There is little or no competition. It is hoped, though not always the case, that there will be little competition for a new product. Demand needs creating. Marketing is particularly important to create demand. Customers need to be encouraged and educated to use the product. Profitability, if any, will be low. Remember when a Canadian company based in Waterloo called Research in Motion launched BlackBerry? They grasped the market share from market leader Nokia by introducing business enterprise email system on cell phones. Stage 2, growth. Quality is maintained and development prioritizes additional features, complementary products, and support. Pricing will be maintained as the product is likely to enjoy a competitive advantage. Distribution is increased to accommodate increased demands. Marketing focuses on a wider audience. At this point of growth, costs begin to decline as economies of scale kick in. Sales volume rise appreciably compared to the introduction phase. Profitability will rise. Brand and product awareness will rise. Competitors are likely to enter the market. Remember, BlackBerry stock touched an all-time high of $150 in late 2008. This is before the Steve Jobs era, and this is before when he was going to launch the iPhone, and Android was still in inception stage. At the time of making this video, BlackBerry's competitors drove BlackBerry on the brink of bankruptcy. Maturity. Product features will normally be enhanced to enable strong differentiation of the product from competing products. Prices may have to be cut to ward off competitive threats. Distribution will become more intense and new incentives may be introduced to try and encourage sales versus competitors' products. Marketing focuses on the differentiation of the product in the market. At the point of maturity, costs decrease to reflect rising sales volumes and the experience of the business in producing the product. Sales volume reaches a peak and market saturation is attained. Further competitors enter the market. Prices will continue to drop based on competition. Brand differentiation and product diversification becomes a possible strategy to protect market share. Profitability begins to decline. As stated on the previous section, BlackBerry was unable to innovate or initiate a successful brand differentiation, hence it lost its market share to competitors. Decline. Product goes into a maintenance phase. Attempts are made to recreate the product through new uses or by significantly changing the product. The product may become a legacy offering sold to a niche group. Costs are reduced as far as possible. Finally, the product is discontinued when it is no longer economic to sell. At the point of decline, costs begin to become less than optimal. Sales volume declines significantly. Prices fall further. Profitability depends less on sales than the efficiency of production and distribution efforts. It is worth nothing that while products are often discontinued at the end of the life cycle, the business will usually remain and will be involved in other products by this stage. At this point, BlackBerry's CEO, John Chen, tried his best at reviewing the company image. He even tried to give up on RIM software to get on board with the Android software, but we all know it's too late. Challenges of using the product life cycle. It is important to note that a product life cycle is a complex thing. Some products have life cycle measured in months or years, whereas others may be measured in decades or centuries. Rising sales do not always indicate growth. Falling sales do not always indicate decline. Some products may not experience a decline at all within the lifetime of the business management team. Think about Coca-Cola, for example, which has enjoyed relatively consistent sales for over 100 years. Because of this, it's important to use the product life cycle as a guideline to which large quantities of common sense must be applied rather than to use it as a rigid tool for decision making. Maturity and decline in particular can be difficult to identify with any form of precision, and strategic decision must be approached with caution to deliver the expected outcomes. The takeaways from this video. The product life cycles provides guidance to a business as it progresses a product from introduction through growth and maturity to decline. It is not designed to be a rigid tool, and it is important that common sense and general understanding of the market be used alongside the product life cycle in order to get the most value from it. Designers are most likely to be involved with the stages of introduction, growth, and maturity, and be moving on to new projects when a product is in decline. Never forget Philip Kotler, the world-famous marketer's advice. Watch the product life cycle, but more important, watch the market life cycle. It's not just the products that come to an end, but markets can too. Thank you for watching this video. This is Can Indian Channel signing off. Peace.